Well, how to do, yo? I ain't from the South. I don't talk that way. It is still Saturday night. It's 11:31 p.m. I've heard word from my sister regarding my father's health. He was in the ER tonight. I believe they call it an ingrown hair lump. It's like a cyst. That's that's the word. Apparently, that's what it is. Somewhere in his abdomen, and it's causing him pain, but it's variable pain. So they're going to give him antibiotics and I don't know what else. But whenever you watch this, if you prayed for my father, I want to say thank you very much for that. Appreciate it. Fortunately, it doesn't sound very serious, but we'll continue to lift him up to the Lord until this issue is completely resolved. My father's usually a relatively healthy person. Actually, all of us. My parents and like my mother's got shingles a couple times and stuff like that. But the four of us kids and their parents, we never really got terribly sick very much. As kids we got chicken pox, and I don't know if we've all had COVID or not. I've had COVID 3 times, I think. Sure, we got the flu and colds a lot when we were younger, but no serious sicknesses that I can recall. A couple of the kids got their tonsils taken out, tubes in the ear, stuff like that, but I don't consider that to be really serious. Now, a bullet hole through the foot, that's serious. Yours truly on Mom's birthday. Anyway, let's get into our devotional here before I take you too far off course. Beside the Still Waters devotional, this evening we're going to read all of Isaiah 61 in the ESV. I've got my parallel Bible here. It's a Good News translation that's paralleled with the English Standard Version. We'll go for the ESV tonight. This is January 23rd. It's called Abandoned Places. To give unto them beauty for ashes, Isaiah 61:3. You probably heard that before. Let me see. Daniel Diller of Livingston, Tennessee is our author tonight. We're supposed to read all of Isaiah 61. Let's do that. Shouts out to all TikTok family, to Facebook family, GodTube family. I don't know. Everybody else. I'll try to. These glasses are not very strong. They're an old pair of Walmart glasses. Let's take a look, see if I can read it. The Spirit of the Lord God is upon me, because the Lord has anointed me to bring good news to the poor. He has sent me to bind up the brokenhearted, to proclaim liberty to the captives, and the opening of the prison to those who are bound. Let me set it up here a little bit. Might be a little bit. There we go. To proclaim the year of the Lord's favor and the day of vengeance of our God, to comfort all who mourn. To grant to those who mourn in Zion, to give them a beautiful headdress instead of ashes, the oil of gladness instead of mourning, the garment of praise instead of faint spirit. You guys have to understand how small this print is. It's very hard for me to see it. That they may be called oaks of righteousness, the planting of the Lord, that he may be glorified. They shall build up the ancient ruins. They shall raise up the former devastations. They shall repair the ruined cities, the devastations of many generations. Strangers shall stand and tend your flocks. Foreigners shall be your plowmen and vine dressers. But you shall be called the priests of the Lord. They shall speak of you as the ministers of our God. You shall eat the wealth of the nations, and in their glory you shall boast. Instead of your shame, there shall be a double portion. Instead of dishonor, they shall rejoice in their lot. Therefore, in their land they shall possess a double portion. They shall have everlasting joy. For I, the Lord, give justice. I hate robbery and wrong. I will faithfully give them the recompense, and I will make an everlasting covenant with them. Their offspring shall be known among the nations. We're almost done here. and their descendants in the midst of the peoples. All who see them shall acknowledge them, and they are an offspring the Lord has blessed. I will greatly rejoice in the Lord. My soul shall exult in my God, for he has clothed me with the garment of salvation. He has covered me with the robe of righteousness, as the bridegroom decks himself like a priest with a beautiful headdress, and as a bride adorns herself with jewels. For as the earth brings forth as sprouts, and as a garden causes what is sown in it to sprout up, so the Lord God caused righteousness and praise to sprout up before all the nations. All right. You're sitting on a laptop that's kind of unbalanced. That's why you're moving like that. Don't get seasick. You're not in a boat. All right. Abandoned places. The author says, if only walls could speak. Abandoned homesteads bring to mind some wonderful reminiscing. Sagging roofs yield at last to sun and gusts of spitting rain. Leering walls rise before you, laden with lore. Tilting floors, scarred from the wall top of pattering feet, invite you further. Peeling paint gives evidence of little choices long ago. Wildflowers and shrubs have blossomed like hopes that once glowed brightly. But now the place is a waste. Sadly, all is lost. The cormorant and the bittern shall possess it. The raven, he shall stretch out upon it the line of confusion. Thorns shall come up in her palaces, nettles and brambles. It shall be an habitation of dragons, a court for owls. The wild beasts of the desert shall also meet, and the satyr shall cry to his fellow. Isaiah 34:11-14. Abandoned homesteads quickly succumb to whims of nature. Dignity and efforts are soon lost in the advancing years. Many folks can find abandoned waste places in their own past. Perhaps I personally have purposed to break some habit or addiction. Or it could be that I have aspired to do something good. Maybe years ago I made a commitment to serve God, but alas, today my intentions sit abandoned or wrecked. Unaccomplished, my bright aspirations are only sorry handfuls of yesterday, a wasteland within my heart. Perhaps my life contains a hurt so keen that I have never dare to visit it anymore. Is all lost? Jesus Christ offers a bright future to waste places. He replaces haunt with heaven's rapture. Behold, I make all things new. Revelation 21, verse 5. Give him all the pieces of your life. Jesus wants to replace our abandoned places with mansions of joy here, while he prepares mansions for us in heaven. Interesting. He restoreth my soul. Psalm 23:3. That goes with deliverance ministry. When a demon's cast out, God restores the broken part of the mind, will, and emotions, the soul. It gets restored. Isn't that cool? The Bible talks about that. Alrighty, there's my bookmark right there. Hope you got something out of that one tonight, guys. Appreciate you for being here with me. I am D.W. Pastor Barry. Please share the videos around. Subscribe to the YouTube channel if you've not yet done that. If you ever feel like donating to our ministry, contact me or follow the information right here at the end of the video. God bless you guys. Appreciate you. We'll see you in the next Beside the Still Waters devotional from 2022.